morning. How many of you have a coffee in the morning? I was off it for a long time, but now I just walk across the street, get a large anything coffee for $1. I like the taste. I'm not really a Starbucks guy. However, some people think they need it to wake up. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. If you need coffee to wake up, you've got to start looking at other parts of your life. It ain't the coffee. So, something I saw this week, and the title of this, Candy Crush, Coffee and Crack. They're all very similar. Candy Crush, morning Canada, Candy Crush sold for $5.9 billion this week. I don't know how I can put that in perspective, because essentially it's no substance, it's an online tool. Even in from Russia. Hi Russia. 5.9 billion. Starbucks, I don't know what that's worth, but it's certainly in the billions. Started with a little coffee shop in Seattle. I've had one mouthful of Starbucks coffee and spat it out. For me, I don't like it. However, they built a business worth billions out of that. Crack was an epidemic, still is. I'm in New York City. The epidemic was here, New Jack City. It was here. More than most places. Still goes on. Still see it daily in some places. So why is this happening? And what can you do about it? Well, I'll tell you right now how this happens. We have things in our brain called dopamine receptors. So certain things create... I'm not a technical guy, I'm not a doctor or anything like that, so I may have the terminology wrong. However, certain things create endorphins, make us feel good. It could be like this lady doing her yoga in the park. It could be going to the gym and you want the weight on there and that rush you get from locking your arms out. Or the runner's high might trigger your dopamine receptor. Or sex. Bulletproof coffee is my morning crack. Yep. I hear ya. I do an hour round trip on a subway. It's not called Bulletproof coffee in this store because that's a brand. Bulletproof is the brand, but yeah. The coffee with the butter and the MCT oil. Oh, okay. The haters are on here again already. The people hiding in their mum's basement jerking off over the screen. Enjoy your day. So, why do I do that? Is it addictive? No, it makes me feel good. I drink that coffee because it makes me feel good. Yeah, okay. So someone with no picture is being fucking brave. Genius. So, why is this? Why are we addicted to these things? These dopamine receptors in our brains we have no control over. So whatever gives you your high, I'll tell you what, I love coming in this park and watching these dogs run around. It can give me a high. This dog's on a high, on a squirrel hunt. So these dopamine receptors, all kinds of things trigger it. Some people go to sports games to get it. Sometimes it could be cake. The biggest one in the world, it's more addictive than crack or any of this stuff, was based on the slave trade. Sugar. Yeah, okay. People hiding in their fucking mum's basements again. Yeah. Enjoy. Keep fucking stroking off, dickhead. So, the reality is this. People made fortunes out of coffee, games. I've never been a gamer. But, why aren't you at work? Because I don't have a job. I don't fucking need one. Because I'm smart enough to realise jobs died out last century. Yeah. So, Guttle Crow, whoever you are, you dickless wonder, show your fucking face. So, what is it that makes... Yeah. So you're obviously not at work. Show your face, dickhead. The point of this video, that is way beyond your fucking perception, is how you can be the next Starbucks. How you can be the next Candy Crush. Not necessarily the next crack dealer. However, when you find something that is addictive to the dopamine receptors... Oh, I'm not, believe me. They're not bringing me down. They're fucking keyboard warriors of the world. They're everywhere. If you can find something that is so addictive to people's dopamine receptors that make them feel so good, you will be able to hang out in the park without a job too, because you will find it in this day. You don't need to be in an office to do it. You can do it all online. So if you can find something that is hugely addictive, you can set up online, and people's dopamine receptors keep coming back wanting more, which is not a bad thing unless it's something that's ultimately bad for them. Could be gambling. I don't believe that's a great addiction to have. So, you know, I was on a game for a couple of hours waiting for a plane in Bangkok airport 20 years ago. I stuck $100 in a shooting game machine. Outside of that, my son had some sort of driving game 10 years ago, and I started getting into that a little bit, but then gaming's not my thing. Coffee's not my real thing either, but as Bulletproof Coffee was mentioned before then, that stuff is hugely addictive. The challenge with it is, it's so fucking messy and awkward to make, and honestly, I can't be fucking bothered. So, I found something hugely addictive to the dopamine receptors. It's not out yet. I tested a sample out of the lab. It's fully legal. I'm telling you right now, and it's all online. So if you missed out and you didn't get any shares in whatever it is, Candy Crush at 5.9 billion, and you don't own a piece of Starbucks, and you're not a crack dealer, why do people hate so much? Because they're fucking idiots. That's how they thrive. They're the same people that sit at home and go on to conspiracy theories and watch the news and don't have anything good in their life, so they think to hate on others does it. Personally, fuck them. Fuck them. You know what? If they had any fucking cojones about them, they'd put the picture on here. But they don't. They'd make videos, but they fucking don't. So the reality is, a job. Why would anyone want a fucking job? No one wants a job. Everyone wants a fucking income, not a fucking job, dickhead. So carry on jerking off in your mum's basement. Enjoy yourself.
Alright, come back this way, let's go.
While I'm busy creating something to help people's dopamine receptors, to make people feel good. And if you're addicted to feeling good in a clean way, is that a bad way to make a large fortune? Yeah. Very good. I think the only dick that's being sucked on right now is yours, little boy. Guttle Crow. Enjoy yourself. So, guys, I'm in the middle of creating something here that will make the entire planet feel better every day, and billions will be made out of it. And of course we're going to have haters, because people don't like success. Fuck them. Guys, it's happening right now. I didn't make any money out of Candy Crush. I didn't make any money out of Starbucks. Didn't make any money out of a coffee shop. I had a chain of juice bars once that were too far ahead of the time. Didn't make any money out of them. However, right now, this stuff's already happening. I've tried the sample out of the lab, and everyone else that's tried a sample out of the lab have said the same thing. When is it available? Keep watching. Tony Cohen on Facebook, Real Tony Cohen on Facebook, on Twitter and everything else. Guys from Brooklyn, I love it when the haters surface. I know I'm fucking doing something right, dickheads.